Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Culinary Composition with me, your host, Chef JC, and my ever ready and popular sous chef, Xander. Always on the scene and always hungry. Say hi, everybody. Okay, tonight we're going to do a traditional dish that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and it's basically going to be chicken cacciatore. So what I've got here is some nice chicken thighs. Now, a lot of people seem to turn away from the thigh, and they go with the breast. But I personally like the thigh because you get an awful lot of meat on there, and there's only one bone that you have to contend with. And the meat cooks very nicely and everything else, so I would definitely recommend going with the thighs for the chicken cacciatore. Okay, next step, I'm going to put the camera down. Hang on a second here. Let's put it here. Hopefully you got a good view. Okay. We got our chicken up. Now, what I want to do is I want to season these pieces of chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of here and I'm going to put them right onto the board. This way I can get a nice view of what I got going here. I got about 6 thighs, which will be perfect. And there's several components to this dish. One of the things I'm doing right now is putting together some white rice. And you got to be careful with that because sometimes it'll boil over. Now, a lot of times what people do is they'll cook it till it's actually cooked through. What I'll do is I'll cook the rice till I think it's at that midpoint, and then I'll just shut it off. Boom. That's it. And all the carryover cooking will cook the rice through. If I have to drain it afterwards, I'll do. Okay. Moving on. Let me get back to what we were doing here with the spicing. Give me 1 second here. Adjust the camera. Alright, now what I do with my chicken when I do chicken cacciatore, I'm hitting it right now with adobo. Okay. A little bit of garlic powder. I brown off my chicken first. I get a nice crisp on it, and then I add it to the tomato sauce that we're going to have with the beautiful onions that are going to be in there. Then I'm going to hit this with a little bit of paprika as soon as I get it open. Here we go. A little bit of paprika on these bad boys. Yeah, this brings that flavor profile together. I love doing the flavor profile where your taste buds go, it starts trying to figure out exactly what's what, I find it to be an awful lot of fun and very flavorful. Okay, now I'm hitting it with oregano. And what I'm going to do is flip them over and do both sides. See, most people make the mistake of just doing one side. I always do both. Sometimes I'll do it in the pan, sometimes I'll do it when it's out of the pan. But okay, adobo, both sides. Garlic powder. So I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's healthy, and got many episodes to come, so stay tuned, everybody. Like I say, anybody has any questions or, comments that are positive, like anybody can make a negative comment. It's somebody, in my opinion, that's going to be important that makes a positive one. You know what I mean? It's so easy to criticize somebody's work, but it's very hard to compliment it. And in my opinion, I would much rather get the compliments than the criticism, but I don't know. Okay. Here's what our chicken looks like. That's going to go into a nice saute pan, and we're going to come back in episode 2, and I'll put it all together for you. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Culinary Composition with me, your host, Chef JC. See you on 2.